Good morning, Flooring Installers of America. Billy Graham, Legacy Flooring, the Reverend. All right, so I'm here at my project in Huntington Beach, California. Right here, what I have is an Ali, this is Stairrods Ali Reducer. This one right here is set for a 8 to 9 millimeter drop down. You can see there, right? That right there would be your 9 millimeter drop down. Turn it this way, and then that's your 8 millimeter drop down. I have this tile edge right here, which is perfect for the 9 millimeter drop down. You can see I have my expansion all the way across. This floor is floating floor. I have already pre-notched my piece on both sides to go around the doorstop. Right, that. Two hands are always better than one. So that's how that will sit. See, my cuts are pretty darn sweet. Now this is gonna get the skin on it, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to cut it first. Get it out of there carefully without scratching up all the... So what I do is I've already pre-ripped my flooring pieces. Right here I've got a stack of them already pre-ripped to the width it needs to be. I have this figured, it was just over 1 9/16. Right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take these pieces, this is out of one plank, but as you can see, when I lay these planks out, they got a little different looking character to them. These three are a little darker off the same plank. These are a little lighter, a little cleaner. These ones got some knots on them. So if you want to utilize your knots, darker planks, lighter planks, you like the color for what you have up to this section right here, you can select what piece, what skin you want to insert into your Stairrods Ali Reducer, right? So that's why I got a few of them out of this one plank. That way I could take each piece and I can throw it down in here and see what color is gonna look the best, or what I prefer to see here. I mean, I'd like to see a little knot. I wanna kind of like blend it in and tie it in. Good, I like the coloring on this. It's got good light and dark. So I'm gonna use this one for this piece. All right, so I'm gonna set the phone down and restart this. Hey there folks, Billy Graham, Legacy Flooring, the Reverend, back at it again. So what I got here is I got my skin piece. I've selected the one that I wanted. I have the different colors as I showed you in the other video. I went ahead and selected one. I like that knot in there. It's gonna look good where it's gonna be placed in this trim piece right here. So now what I did was I pulled off the adhesive strip cover across this bottom part of the Stairrods Ali Reducer. Again, already pre-notched, ready to go. Now I'm gonna overhang this just a little bit. That'll give me just a little cut off, all right? And I'm gonna insert it just in the bottom track. And then stick it onto the tape that I've exposed. Keeping it nice and tight on that inside track edge. Giving it a little smooth on the tape. This is gonna look beautiful. Okay, so I'm just kind of smoothing it out back towards that bottom part of the track. That way it's not going to slide at all. before I get a good stick on it. And then I'll go ahead and I'll rub it down on that tape really good. Make sure that I'm stuck on that bottom tape edge really good. Now from there, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get the start peel on this other tape that's being covered by this protective yellow paper. Now you could do it either way. You could pull them both off and get rolling. I like to kind of get one done. That way my fingers aren't touching on the other tape and contaminating it with debris and dirt and dust and stuff like that. All right, so then we'll take this, keep it smoothed right up in the track right there. When you got it right, you'll know. I want to keep pressure on this bend and then smooth it out to that track. That way I don't have any bubbles in the center or any hollow spaces. If you listen really close, you can almost hear it click. It's cut so perfectly. Just right in there. Perfect. Yep. Beautiful. There's my knot. Now with those plastic trims that they're all putting out, you get what you get. If you don't like the grain or the color of that trim, you have what you have to work with. Right here, we have the versatility and the option. Keep this light on. There you go. We have the option, the versatility, to be able to select whatever part of the flooring material that we want to put into these trims to make sure that it matches or looks the best to up we're putting it against, right? What we're putting it up against, it's gonna look the best right there. Especially on floors where, say, maybe this was a really dark plank and then you have a light planks around it and then medium planks around it, but the one across this section right here at the doorway, let's say that this part right here was really, really dark on a multi variated colored flooring. And then all the trims they gave me are light colors. I wouldn't really want to be putting a light color trim right where there's a dark plank. Now, you know, you could say, well, you know, plan it out to where you have, you know, your trim pieces and you know you have a light trim piece. Well, sometimes shops and places like that, they don't have the trims for you ready to go and they want you to get going on the flooring, so you got to get going on the flooring. Other times, it's like, you know, we get rolling, we get cracking away, and we don't think about that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this along this edge. I'm going to carefully cut off that excess, right? So now you can see I'm cut flush with my flooring material. It's inserted right here across that part. Now I need to cut out the notch out. Kind of slide your knife into it, right? Like that. Find your other edge. I usually like to give it a little bend. See that little bend right there, just to kind of really nail it down where I want it. And then take this edge. So I'm typically not this awkward. I'm trying to make sure that I can get this by myself. Just showing this video for you guys. Get that edge. Roll your knife into it. See that? Nice and clean, right? Beautiful. This is the antique color. It's what I've used in the rest of the house on my end profiles that I used. Okay. Again, I'm going to come to the short side first. I like getting the furthest points first. Just get that off now. come to my long point. Run it right along that aluminum edge there. Give that a little crease from your skin. All right, nice crease. Come back here. Run it right along that edge there. And there's my other side. Okay, so that's my reducer piece. Got my double stick adhesive already built on the back. I'll pull off these strips, get it pushed in place. Let's come back for video 3. Thanks for watching video 2. Billy Graham, Legacy Flooring, the Reverend. Again, representing my boys Eric Zern. Get a light on. Eric Zern, George Luker. Endurance Tools by Gundlock. Presenting the Gundlock brand. USA all the way. Love it. Okay, so now what I've done is that you saw in my last video, I've already cut and fit my peel from the SPC plank flooring. I've placed my knot where I wanted it to sit. I've already notched all these, cut my tape. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tape off the back right here. And what we're working with here is the Stairrods Ali Reducer, tramline reducer. Keep your hands off the tape. It's just a good idea. Make sure that you got any debris off there. I've already cleaned this edge of the tile really good so I don't have any dust. I'm gonna move this a little bit, that way you can kind of see if I get this fit into there. All right, so I'm gonna get my edge where it sits in that corner, keep it nice and flat. Then I'm gonna go to my other side. Give it a little bit of flex because I have it nice and snug. Pull it up to my corner good. Let it down. Rub down on that adhesive tape. You can hear it really grabbing nice. Yeah. Go ahead and give it another rub down for your material that you've added on the top. Oh yeah, that's on there and that looks amazing. That's how you set the Stairrods Ali Tramline Reducer. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you all got something out of this. Definitely a better option than the plastic stuff that's been thrown out there. I mean, I'm tugging on this thing really good. I mean, there's no movement in it at all. No movement. And again, I've only placed the adhesive strip onto the tile, which is raised. This is a 9mm drop setup. I have it to the 9mm side. I've already pre-cut that in place, just basically sitting on top of the floor. It is not at all adhered to the flooring surface. So this flooring surface is free to move underneath it, no problem. And I'll flip this around. Show you what it looks like all finished, get some pictures. Thank you for all watching. Billy Graham, Legacy Flooring, representing the Stairrods product from the UK. John Rain, thank you very much, sir. Hope you enjoy this.